I think we have a false sense of security.
Right. For sure. That's kind of why we're always kind of, because we haven't had anything since 9/11, right? And even 9/11, there's a lot of holes in that situation, right? Yeah. Before that was probably the random bombings that we've had at the Olympics and the what was it?
That was the Oklahoma bomber.
Yeah.
There was one in Boston, remember, with the run?
Yeah, that was,
you know, but it's like real.
But they were like
mild.
domestic, or they were even the Boston bomber.
These weren't planned out, like tacticians that are organized, and we haven't really had that.
No.
And I think that they've been, like, really, like, man.
Let's watch this real quick. Gonna run that, Alex, please.
We have not had a man walk up to a building with a suicide vest on the United States. Americans don't understand this. Al-Qaeda knows this, right? So this is new and innovative, especially now. You don't have to walk upside of the building. You can walk in the building because of the advancement of the vest. The other thing is, in the United States, we haven't had Fideian attackers. So the concept is the terrorist fights to the death. So he's not exactly a suicide bomber, but he will fight till either all of us are dead or all of his people are dead. We think it's going to be a swarming attack, right? Multiple different attacks at one time across multiple cities. We think there will be suicide bombers just because some of the attackers went through suicide bomber training and they have these vests. And then we think there's these Fideian attackers who will carry on until they're killed.
You just rephrase that. So these guys are trained and they are going to fight until they're killed.
Yes, and that matters, right? So I was watching this video, and it was a suicide bombing in Kabul years ago. The bomber blew up, and then everyone starts moving in, the first responders move in, right? And then another guy walks in and blows up. We know this is a tactic, but if Americans don't understand this as a tactic and don't understand these attackers are going to fight to the death, think about that. Battle's going on, the attacker surrenders, he might have the suicide vest, you know, we let our guard down. That man came to die, right? He's going to fight till he dies or you dies. So we can't let our guards down, and they know our weakness. So we have to be very careful that we don't have more people die in these second and third order effects of not knowing their intent.
So I have a question. Have you guys ever, from a tactical standpoint, look at where Houston is located?
Yes. I always say that.
Dude,
it's either a good thing or a bad thing.
It's bad. It's horrible. We really have nowhere to go. Based on where we're at, we really have nowhere to go.
In terms of what?
Escaping?
Escaping.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you talking about escaping? Or are you talking about geographically?
And geographically, if anything were to pop off, we would get hit.
Well,
Houston would be a target.
I believe
Hands
that,
down.
or we could be protected because of the Port of Houston. The stuff that we have in the plants and stuff like that, which is it was pretty much a bomb.
It's a bomb. Houston has one of the largest refineries.
But that's only if it's a terroristic attack. That's a real foreign terroristic attack. If it's a domestic terroristic attack, Houston is valuable.
Well, okay, so domestic is not going to be as bad as domestic is not going to be what this lady's talking about.
Well, domestic could be California, right? Like domestic could be 9/11.
But she's talking about. Okay,
yeah,
so
no. When I say domestic, you mean someone that derived from like someone that's disgruntled.
What
like
I
in the US,
mean domestic is fear inflicted. Okay. Like just to say, hey, they did it, but we did it. Does that make sense?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's just my thought.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
You mean inside job.
You mean inside? Okay, inside job.
Yeah.
But also, I don't put anything past how deep they're willing to go.
Yeah, no, and I'm with you on that.
You know, because
for sure,
dude. Like, all right, let's just say if you believe that the U.S. did 9/11, right? Let's just say if you believe that. Dude, that's like, that's so egregious, bro.
Absolutely.
Because think about all of the people that died.
Yes.
You know, so why wouldn't they blow up something?
Yeah.
Because like we were saying earlier, all of that, you know, rebuilding and all of that stimulates the economy.
New cities,
new development. You know, so
new technology. Yeah.
So, but I'm speaking more from like a actual like terrorist attack, like someone coming in, dude. Like if they wanted, like Houston would definitely like be a target.
Be on the list.
Yes, man.
I agree with that. I agree 100%. Yes.
And we are. I want to say it's like us in New York, because during 9/11. I actually worked for Tyson Foods at the time, which we were the manufacturing plant, right? So as soon as 9/11 hit, or it happened, we got put on red alert. So because we're manufacturing food for the United States, right? So not everybody thinks about it, like and not every. I mean, you wouldn't think, oh my God, Tyson Food needs, like a food manufacturing
food supply.
Yeah.
Yep. And we were put right away on red. Everybody, anybody in management had to get, hey, this is the deal, this is the rules, this is what we need to watch for. So it was a totally different, it was just, I don't get paid enough for this. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. So it was just crazy, man. But yeah, and yes, we are definitely in the top 3 as far as the cities to get attacked.
Yeah, to create a large impact, yes.
Yeah. Dude, think about if they would have crashed the plane into one of those refineries.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that these refineries are just to produce, they produce fertilizer, they produce, jet fuel. But a lot of that stuff, dude, it's really for the government.